Hey guys, it's NeoFX from Black Flag Trading. We're towards the end of June 2019. I've got a very, very special report. Just give me a couple of minutes. I think you're gonna like this. We are approaching 14,000 Bitcoin all of a sudden, just like that. I will show you in this video. I'm gonna talk about an opportunity. There's one coin right now, in my opinion, right now, literally at this time, that has a 1,000x potential return, easy from these levels. That's enough to turn $1,000 into $1 million. Okay, just hear me out. Just hear me out. I know it sounds too good to be true, but just hear me out. I'm gonna show you guys where my next Bitcoin target is within the next year and a half. Okay, I will give you a 10x pick from now, 1,000% return trade setup for free for watching this. And most importantly, I'm going to show you live, and I dare anybody out there to find me somebody who timed the market like this. I'm going to show you live from two previous videos that I made, one in 2017 and one in 2018 last year during the trough. I'm going to show you live how I picked the top of Bitcoin at $20,000 and predicted that crash as a result, because I've seen this before. And then summer of 18 last year, I'm going to show you how I picked the bottom in Bitcoin at 3,100, almost to the money, almost to the dollar. Okay, so for some credibility purposes, for those of you who don't know me, who haven't followed me, I've been trading the markets for 12 years. I'm a very active trader and investor. I know these setups. I've seen this before. I know what manipulation looks like, and that's the phase we're in right now in cryptocurrencies. There's nothing to worry about. It's just you have to know how to be on the right side of that, okay? And I know cyclical analysis. They have done this time and time again to scare you out of your positions and gobble up as many shares as they can. They did it with tech stocks in 2000. Then they did it with gold stocks late 2010, 11. They did it with the stock market back in 2009 at the bottom when everybody thought the world was going to end. That's when the smart money bought in. And that's where we are in cryptocurrencies right now. It is undoubtedly the biggest buying opportunity of our lifetime. I mean it. I am not exaggerating. Of this generation for sure. Okay? So before I get any further, let me show you. This is November 2017. I put out a video when Bitcoin was skyrocketing up parabolically to about 7,500 at this time. Just listen, just give me a second, listen to what I said. Listen to what I said, and then we'll keep going. And then there's no more buyers. So you can't sell it. You literally can't sell it if someone else on the other side is not willing to buy. So be extremely careful about, in my opinion, getting into Bitcoin right now. And I repeat, can it go to 10,000 bucks? Yes, you can. You can go to 20,000 bucks because volume will drive that. If you get 5 million people started buying in the next 3-4 months, yes, prices could blow up. Okay, but it's an artificial pump based on volume. Okay, so how did I know that? There's no magic trick. I've just seen this before. I know exactly what happens when prices go up like that. Pump and dumps, the technical basis behind pump and dumps are liquidity issues. For somebody to get out at that position with that kind of with those kind of profits, they need a new full batch of people, of buyers, of fools, unfortunately, to come in with buy orders so that they can sell. Okay, so it's a liquidity issue. You provide, the dumb money provides liquidity for the smart money to get out. Okay, I mean, I called $20,000 to the pip, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, so let's fast forward summer of 2018. We're at about 5,500 Bitcoin, and this is what I said, what I thought the bottom would be. Okay, check this out.
We are essentially carving out our C point. where that exactly will be, we're gonna have to see. Okay, we're gonna have to see, because you gotta think on your feet as prices go live. But my guess is the 618 was breached pretty solidly. I mean, my guess is we're going to 786, which is a 4200. Can we eventually hit the 86? I mean, it'll be painful to watch, but that's at about 2700 to 3000. That's possible too. I doubt it, but it's possible. Okay, I have to be honest, it's possible.
Okay, so that was in June. I said 86% pullback, which is very typical of these early booms and bust cycles with any new technology, at 27 to 3,000 bucks. 3,100 was hit. The rest was history. We're approaching $14,000 Bitcoin, which is amazing. I expected, we're at a 618% retracement of the last from the last high. I expect a little pullback in the next few weeks, month. I'm praying we have one to maybe about $7,000 to $10,000 range Bitcoin. And I'm telling you this is why I'm making this video. It is going to be the absolute last chance for anybody to get in that wants to get in. Okay, if you have been thinking about getting into Bitcoin, this is the time to do it. This is the time to do it. For those of you who got in at the very top, which is probably a majority of you, just do me a favor. Just hold on. You're gonna get your money back and then some. But unfortunately, these cycles have fooled so many people. That's what the smart money does. They use media and information, so to speak, through fear mongering to scare the living crap out of you into selling out of all your positions. So who do you think is buying those shares on the back end? If you're selling, if you're liquidating your assets because you're down 80%, you're like, shit, let me hold on to my last 20% at least. Who do you think is buying on the other side? Guys, wake up, okay? This is why I'm making this video. This is an old game, okay? This is what has happened time and time again. I was one of the first ones to pinpoint the similarities that we saw in the early tech bubble of 2000 with what's going on in cryptos. Guys, they took Amazon from $2 to $115. $115 within a year and a half. Okay? What happened after that? Once enough profit was made, the fear mongering came in, the fear machine came in, just like it did with cryptos last year, okay, during the crash. And they crashed Amazon from 115 to what, $3-4 in 2001. That was the time to buy. I bet you nobody that's watching this that was old enough at that time got in. Most people wouldn't have touched that 95% crashed stock with a 20-foot pole, guys. But that's when you get in. And what happened? 15 years later, from $4 to $2,000 a share. The smart money knew this. It's a way for them to leverage their returns. Because if they had kept it at $115, guys, you know, to $2,000, it's still 18x return. Not bad. But when you bring it down to $4, when you crash it, manipulate prices down to $4, and then to 20,000, you go from 18x to 500x returns. So turning $1 million into 18, or turning $1 million into 500 million. Okay? That's what they do with these cycles. And that's what we are in cryptocurrencies right now. Index funds are coming. I promise you. There is so much money that's been put into the background infrastructure for cryptocurrencies the last year and a half. I have never seen this. This is the red flag. When you see a crash, a so-called bubble, but you see the infrastructure growing on the background, that's when you buy. If there was no more legitimate interest in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, guys, during this crash, that's it. There would have been no more investment. We've got Fidelity coming in with custody. You've got, I mean, you're gonna have index funds soon. You're gonna be able to buy this shit on E-Trade, guys, and whatever broker you use. and you want to get in before that happens. There's not a lot of people that I follow, but two of the most important ones that I follow for fundamental research, okay, for fundamental analysis, because I do the technicals myself. They are estimating a $40 to $80 trillion market cap from cryptocurrencies within the next 10 years, because that's the type of utility that it has. Okay, it is going to revolutionize literally everything that we do, business-wise, wealth transfer-wise, banking-wise, security-wise. Guys, I cannot stress this enough. If you haven't gotten in so far during this crash, this is the last time, the last chance, in my opinion, that you have to cash these at these prices. I sent a pic to my subscribers about 6-7 months ago, and I told them, once this trend line breaks, this counter trend line, that is the go, that is your cue to go long again. And that's exactly what's happened since. If you get into this, you are going to want to know at what levels, at what prices, if we do get this massive run up that I'm expecting the next couple of years, you want to know when to get out. And that's what this report is about. I put together 10 coins that I believe are going to be the most utilized in the business world, first of all, but also the most invested on in the index fund and ETF sector. Okay? There are potential returns here anywhere from 50x to 250x, but the number two coin in this report, as of right now, June 23rd, 2019, as of these prices right now, I think it has a legitimate chance to go 1,000x from here, turning $1,000 into $1 million. If you don't believe it, guys, Bitcoin started at 6 cents, went up to $20,000. That's 333,000 times your money. 33 million % return. Guys, just add 100 after it for the decimal place. 33 million % return in 9 years. I'm not lying. Look at the charts. Ethereum went from 60 cents in 2016 to $1,400, 2,300x your money, 2,300 times your money. In other words, $1,000 would have been 2.3 million bucks. Guys, give it a chance. What do you got to lose? You got a couple $1,000, you know, on the side somewhere or whatever. If you don't have money, go get some money. But I'm telling you, get in on this. Get in on this, because you're going to regret it for the rest of your life. Doesn't matter how much you put in it. If you only have 500 bucks to invest, you know, a 100x, which is very doable on any of these picks that I have. 100x return is 50,000 bucks. Nothing to retire on, but for somebody who only has 500 bucks, because it's all relative, right? 50,000 could be life-changing. Okay? If you have more, the more the merrier. But I'm not giving financial advice because I don't want you guys to go out and take a second mortgage to get in on this, because you don't have to. That's why we have to put the disclaimers on. But if you got 2,000-3,000 bucks on the side, guys, take a shot, because I have mitigated the risk for you. I'm getting you in on these at 95% crash prices, pullbacks. So the risk is almost taken care of. There's only upside from here. And I give it a 2 to 2.5 year time frame at the most. It's probably going to be less than that, but at the most for these types of return. The number 2 coin in the report has 1,000x potential. That's 1,000 times your money. In other words, 1,000 bucks could be $1 million within 2 years. It's happened before. I just showed you. Okay? What I'll also do, I'll do this. Why did I cover 10 coins? I covered 10 coins because a lot of people are investing in various cryptos. Okay? So I picked the ones that I like the most, but also what I think most people have. So if some of your coins that you have or are thinking about buying are not within these 10 coins that I have, after you buy, you can send me an email. It's info@blackflagtrading.com. You'll find that in the welcome email. You'll find that on my website. Okay? You can send me an email with up to 3 coins. Up to 3 coins. And I will personally analyze those charts for you and give you my honest opinion of where they're going. I'll throw that in for free. Okay? So I hope you learned something. And I can say this, pick anything in the top 50, 100 coins out there on CoinMarketCap, and I think you're going to see some unbelievable results. But you don't have a roadmap. And that's what this report is. I'll show you midterm and long-term targets for these coins. You just don't have that roadmap to know when to get out. Finally, what's my Bitcoin price target? Okay, within a year and a half to 2 tops, Bitcoin's algorithmic target is going to be $100,000. So if you wait for a little pullback at around 10,000 or less, hopefully, that's a 10x return. That's the pick that I was talking about. Bitcoin is going to hit $100,000 very, very soon. That is what my algorithms show. I've been right so far. There's no reason to doubt them now. 100,000. Where is it going in the long term? You're going to have to get the report for that. All right? So I hope you learned a few things, guys. And for this price, I mean, you cannot afford not to get this. Okay? You cannot miss out on this. So take it, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you very much.